I have come to really dislike the talk of an aging society because I think it is misleading. What is aging is the population, and what the society becomes with an aging population is up to us. It's our making. So I think in the public discourse it's more useful to highlight the fact that we should be transforming our society to be accommodating to longer lives. We are not yet built for that, in the least. And that's why I've come to call the issue as a society for longer lives, or a society of longer lives. And jointly, I think that's always the second part of the story when it comes to demography, we need to speak about societies of fewer lives, which is even more anxiety-provoking to many than aging. Hard to believe, but it's true. I think there is a reason to fear a shrinking society if we are wedded to the model of quantitative growth. Because then shrinkage is the end, basically. We will lose growth, we will lose living standard, we will lose GDP and so forth. I think that's the associations that people have with it. And that's why it's so important that we undergo that paradigm shift from growth through quantity to growth through quality. A society of fewer lives can more easily lend itself to notions of sustainability. So we find a natural marriage between the two big challenges of modern times, one being sustainability in an environmental sense, and one being demographic change. So I would say if we have fewer heads to cover, this means we can invest more in each head. This means potentially the productivity is increased. An economy can be sustainable on qualitative growth. I agree. And for me that means to developing a sense for the strengths and weaknesses of the different phases in our life. And it is not the case that 20 to 30 or 20 to 40 is the gold standard. It's not. And if we think so, we are falling short of reality, because between 20 and 40, employees are fresh off the press, if you wish, from the educational system. Yes, that is true. At the same time, they are less, how should I say, settled as personalities. They are jumpy, they are experiencing life. We know there are more sick leave days, they are less loyal, they are more egomaniac because they want to make a career. If you have a company that is full of 20 to 40-year-olds, we have seen this in the new economy, they do not survive very long. The success of the human species on this planet has to do with the fact that biology has us set up in a way that we are very flexible. We adapt to the environments that we create. And we have to become more and more aware of that it is not a natural law who we are and how we are. It is the outflux of what we come to create as a community. And so the educational system, the labor environment, the work environment is essential. And if we do not manage to recreate work biographies in a way as I suggested it, that is, having more task changes, work task changes across a work life on all levels of qualification, we will fall short of making the best use of all brains we have available. I think companies will become very creative.